All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to switch battery packs, which takes the wireless offline and a few other things offline. So, got everything back online. I'm gotta get my bottom camera back up here in a minute, but got our top camera up as the fleet as they started race 14. I assume this is B fleet. We are back online. So, race 14 B fleet. Lost my bottom camera. Have to go reboot that sucker. But in the meantime, let's try to get this carnage. No, not saying there will be carnage, but could be. Try to get this excitement. That's what we're looking for. This excitement up at the top mark. Let's see if I can get that bottom camera turned on remotely. If I can get that rebooted, I should be able to get reconnected to it. Current leaders in this pack, 0-3, heading down. After that, 12 and 85's inside there. It's hard to say who's 12's leading, I think. We'll see if I can get that other camera online here. I'll have to go with this for a second.
Hey Ray, Shannon, how are we looking on the course?
So wind direction keeps swinging in wide berths, so we guess we're in the center. Boats are looking good. We're happy. Things are staying put.
All right, I just want to be in the middle of the oscillations, please. It looks that way with boats coming down on both jibes, so as long as the gate is where it needs to be, we're good.
We'll find out.
All right, got the lured camera up. Happy again. It wants a little extra reboot after one of those things. Zoom in on these guys again, and all right, got boats heading upwind. Few still heading downwind, but pretty much everybody's upwind, coming upwind now. And this is race 14 Bravo. Hopefully everybody was able to find their way over to this new feed. Had to end that feed just because of the nature of YouTube's live feeds here. And as I went offline, I was not able to... Okay, I'm not yet able to get it to rejoin the old feed with the equipment I have. So, is it possible? Maybe. I'm not able to do it yet. All right, tracking these boats upwind. Rounding the top mark there. All right, I'm going to turn those guys down a little bit here. You guys don't need that in your ear. All right, everybody's round. Most everybody's get just about round that top mark. Head back down course. Looks like I overshot. Let's try this. There we go. Much better shot there. All right. Got those guys heading downwind. The wind's lightened up just a little bit on us here. Looks like 15 seems to be the leader. 12, 27, and 43 kind of lead the pack there. Winds drop down closer to 8. Top boats are getting close to those leeward marks. Should be rounding leeward marks here in just a second. Got a nice little gust there, finally picked it back up. Good little gust, carrying them down to the leeward marks. Should see which marks they pick here. Looks like fairly even split so far. 2 took the course left mark and 3 took the course right mark. Next group is kind of nearing the marks there. Again, fairly even split. Large group of 4. Looks like some chaos there. That large group of 4 tried to take the course right mark. Head upwind. Zoom back out. Somehow I lost my camera there. I don't know what happened there. Let me switch to the other camera as that one tries to reconnect. I don't know exactly what happened there. I didn't seem to have a problem, but seem to have lost that camera. I'll get that one back in a minute if I can. Reposition that a little bit. See if I can get the Alright, I don't know what happened to my leeward camera, but still got the top mark camera, which will be the most important ones as we bring them into a finish. Looks like 98's taking the lead.
We're getting some shifts up here. I keep saying something about it. They don't seem to stick.
All right, well, as long as we're in the middle of whatever's going on.
We think so.
Okay, looks good at the moment.
All right, we got our, this is race, 14B. Got our lead boat coming in to finish. I'm going to be quiet and let Ray call those out to us. Meanwhile, I'm going to go find out what's going on with my bottom camera.
Boat 4-3, brake. 2-7, brake. 9-8, brake. 1-2, brake. 1-5, brake. 0-3, brake. 8-5, brake. 1-7, brake. 1-8-8, brake. 5-4, brake. 9-7, brake. 9-2, brake. 1-1-3, brake. 7-8, brake. 6-3, brake. Five.
All right, I'm back. Looks like I got my leeward camera back and somewhat happy again. Oh, trying to select it there. Oh, and of course somebody decides they're gonna pull their boat out right there at my camera, which of course they'll probably smack it now on their way out. Got the sailing kids, Corpus Christi High School sailing teams, plural, heading in from practice. In the background, sailing the 420s. As I mentioned before, that's a program that did not exist as of probably 2 years ago. Those are kids from area high schools that this new program kind of put together to get kids out on the water. And the Corpus Christi Sailing Foundation put together, got some donors, put together some funds from some very generous sponsors and donors to purchase the boats. The Corpus Christi Yacht Club's sailing instructor and the Corpus Christi Yacht Club support to donate his time to kind of go into the area high schools and recruit kids to go out and learn how to sail. And then the Sailing Foundation, those kids that can't afford the dues, the fees, they are covering that. They're sponsoring scholarships for those kids. So if you'll see, there's a raffle tonight. That's a lot. The proceeds will go to the Corpus Christi Sailing Foundation, and that's what it's for. It's for putting kids, high school kids, and college kids out on the water. So we now have 4 or 5 area high schools that are participating, have teams. The Flower Bluff High School girls got to go to national championship in San Diego just this past October or November. Again, that team, that stuff did not exist here 2 years ago. So thanks to the Corpus Christi Sailing Foundation for that, which again is one of the benefactors of the IOM Nationals, the raffle that's going on tonight. So back to our regularly scheduled program. Should be race 13A. Nope. 14A. 14A. Should be starting here shortly. Get everything adjusted. See if the scores for 13 are online yet. I think I've said it before, but if you're checking those scores and you've left the page up, the IOMUSA.org page, you might need to refresh that page in order to get the latest link, which is what I ended up having to do there. So from this main page, this link changes. So if you've been stale on that page for, a few minutes, you might need to hit F5 or hit the top and refresh that page. That'll give you the latest link and the latest sets of results. So this is as of most recent ones. Race 13 is finished and scored here. Oh, and Batzer kind of, with that bullet in race 13, got himself a little bit of cushion over Tony. 1, 2, your third, fourth, fifth are very compressed as well. Very tight running there. And again, 6th and 7th are very tight. So you could see a lot of movement in the top of these fleets still. There's still plenty of points out there. I'm hearing the tick-tocker ticking.
Still mark.
There it is. I didn't catch how many minutes that was, but I'll wander down there and get that for you here in 2 seconds. Not a literal 2 seconds. All right, so framing the start line there, you see the left buoy, or the buoy on the left there, the orange start line. I'm going to wander down.
1 minute till mark.
1 minute. Oh, they're being nice to me today, not making me walk. Which is good, because now I remember my portable microphone died. Okay, I think that was 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm hearing general recall. So we'll get a redo on that one. Your A fleet likes to do that. Careful, Shannon will pull out the black flag.
Oh.
Still mark.
Test 1, 2. There we go. Got that. Oh, I always forget. All right, got the cordless set back up again, so I'll be able to head down there and actually get the times as we're starting into the start sequence.
30 seconds till mark.
30 seconds. Get a little closer here. .50 seconds. Nine, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's another general recall. Shannon's moving to a U flag start. So U flag start. It's not quite as bad, not quite as angry as a black flag start, but U flag start, if you are over the line inside of a 1 minute, you're toast. If there is a general, you can restart with the general recall, but you need to not be over the line inside that 1 minute before the start. So it's a little bit of a punishment. These guys clearly been testing the line a bit, and
Mark?
race committee will be pushing back on that a little bit. So U flag start now. If you're over that line inside the 1 minute, and she'll start calling those numbers out if they are. People tend to behave, though, now that you've got a U flag up. We'll see. Two generals, Larry? Come on now.
Still Mark?
1 minute 15.
This is a U flag start.
Again, this is a U flag start. So she'll, if anybody is over that line, she'll call
1
them
minute
out,
till Mark.
and they need to get the heck out of there. They are U flag disqualified, UFD'd. Hopefully, this is 50 seconds. Hopefully everyone will behave. Forty seconds. 30. 20 seconds. 'Anybody was over, they would have been disqualified. Well, that was an all clear start as they're heading upwind.
Clear start.
And I'm heading back to the broadcasting booth / tent. Get you a little bit wider angle on this. Got boats coming in, crossing. I'll pick up most of the boats there. A few boats coming all the way into the concrete.
Ray,
You kinda
Shannon,
see
can you
them.
guys come in and sneak orange 5 on the inside, sneak it up about 10, 12, 14 feet?
Yeah, got boats that have come all the way into the seawall.
That may
there,
pull people off the wall at the start.
trying to keep them off that wall. Got boats and the Great Migration heading upwind. Switch. A nice view there. I think I'll leave it there for right now. Switch to the other camera here in just a second to catch the migration. There we go. So everybody heading upwind. Give it a few seconds and we'll zoom in on that top mark. Alright, let's head in, zoom in on that top mark. See if we can catch any extra action. Got anybody at home? Yeah, we got some people at home watching. Looks pretty clean in the top of the fleet there. Always a little action in the middle. Couple ducks. Man, that was a big duck. That orange boat had a heck of a duck there. All right, leaders are heading downwind. Looks like 12, 51, 64. Got another green boat inside 64. I can't tell the number on that one though. So we're heading down. We'll go ahead and switch to the other cameras are heading downwind. So that's your leader 12 there. The rest of the fleet. So got the drones zipping overhead. And this is race 4. No, hold on, let me think. Are we on 14 now? 14A, right? Yeah, this should be 14A. Alright, the leaders are at the leeward gates. Let's see which gate they pick. So far we got semi-even split. We got 4 going around the course left gate, much more now. 7 going around the course left gate, and 4 or 5. Decent pack there, just went around the other side. So, decently split. Give up. Let's stop tracking that boat there and check another one. Let's see how they end up splitting here. Oh, wrong way. Got a decent amount heading inshore here. Gonna hit the seawall. Hopefully not literally. Hit the wall and head back out. Got a decent number heading out. So it's good, better split here now on the fleet. I think is what they were going for. I'm not sure if they made an adjustment on those gates in order to try to keep the boats away from the seawall. Keep some of that carnage minimized. Looks like 12 is still leading here. 51's not far off of them. 64 is up there too. It kind of depends. We'll see how the gates that or the boats that went course right fare. It doesn't look like they're gonna make much gain on them in there. Yeah, definitely gonna be 12, 64. We'll go ahead and switch over to the other camera here as everybody is migrating up to the top side of the course. There's your leaders off to the left. The rest of the fleet kind of heading upwind. So this is the second upwind leg. They have one more upwind leg. Looks like number 12 coming in. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on that top mark for you. See if we have any activity. Still do have a few people watching at home.
Thank you very much.
All right, top boats are around. Oh, I heard a protest. Somebody yelling there. Looks like that green boat and the blue boat behind it, I think, might have gotten into a bit of a kerfuffle. Looks like that green boat went back and had himself another almost kerfuffle. Meanwhile, the leaders are heading downwind. Let's go ahead and join them. Those are your leaders, 1264, 5174. Keep an eye on them for a little bit as they head downwind. That's all right. There we go. Back to them. Readjust that. It's a one-man broadcasting studio here, so sometimes I got the wrong I got the camera where I think I don't have it. Let's catch the rest of the fleet here as it's heading downwind. Your leaders are at the bottom gates, just on the edge of your frame there. Looks like they are splitting. Now, they're mostly taking that course left gate. Look like one decided on course right, but for the most part, everybody picked the course left gate. We'll see what the rest of the fleet does there. See if we can catch any excitement coming down to these gates. Nothing too exciting there. Didn't look like. Looks like for the rest of the fleet, still favoring that course left gate. That's 12. Leader in frame there, kind of heading upwind. Zoom out here. Go ahead and he definitely extended, and that's pretty impressive lead extension there. You got 51 and 74 coming into frame there as 12 tacked across, heading back in to the seawall. 64 just shot through the frame there. Go ahead and get you a better view of those guys. There's 12, and there is the finish just beyond 12. Looks like he's going to come in, maybe not quite hit the wall, but head out for a ley line. That's 51 and 74 in frame at the very bottom left, and the rest of the fleet behind him. Slide this over here to get the finish. And Ray should be calling out the finishes for us.
For a finish. Oh, 1, 2, break.
Please repeat.
1, 2. Seven, 4, break. 5, 1, break. 6, 4, break.
Missed a little bit of that excitement there.
7, 1, break.
Watching the finish.
8, 1, break.
Right in front of the
105, break. 197, break. 5, 5, break. 2, 7, break. 9, 1, break. 4, 6, break. 8, 8, break. 9, 8, break. 7, 6, break. 6, 7, break. 4, 4, break. 1, 1, 2, break. 4, 3.
Winds come back up here. That was a finish of 14A. With Ray calling out those finishes. Heading on to, I assume we'll have a race 15. Still got plenty of daylight. And the wind is not giving us too many problems. A little gusty up and down a little bit. Nice gust just rolling down the race course there, the little lull behind it. But overall, been pretty decent conditions, aside from the angle being not our favorite here, but still fairly even. Decent racing. Nice sunny day.
Don't tell them my name. That, I mean, witness protection. I'm supposed to keep a low profile.
That works.
Yeah.
All right, we should be getting the scores there. That was should be the finish of 14, since that was the A fleet. Those scores should be coming up. It'll take a little while for them to get everything. I heard some yelling, so I'm thinking we're gonna have some protests. So I would not anticipate those getting posted immediately. But you heard them live, so you can kind of sort out who was where. Again, if you're on that IOMUSA.org site, sometimes you need to refresh that page as the link does get stale, and they repost the PDF. And as they repost it, if you haven't refreshed, you won't get the new post. You won't get the new link.
Which is inherently a pretty decent flaw, but whatever. It is what it is at this point. If you know to do it, if you know to refresh, it's not the end of the world.
How long do your batteries run for you, John? Larry? How long do your batteries run?
42 minutes.
Huh?
42 minutes.
42 minutes flight time.
Got 6 of them.
So much better.
So those would have had to refuel a few times to get here from New Jersey.
Yeah. In my other drone, I had, it's 22, but for the Continentals, I'm going to bring both drones. We should be able to, if we can get this to go live, the other one is the same.
Okay.
So, and I get a lot of air time.
All right. Do you use the same controller on them, or do you swap it different?
Well, I use my phone on the other one.
Oh, okay.
It might make it easier.
Yeah, it might make it a little easier.
Because I can.
Is that app? They say it's
can
Yeah.
you can send me that not the URL, but the key. You can email your key to me. I can well, I can't copy on my phone. Well, maybe no, I can't. My laptop I can.
When we lost the world's the GF95s to South Africa,
Yeah.
all three of the judges that were on that voting for us all said, place we should have gone, a place we should have gone.
Oops. Oh well. What can you do?
One more hour.
Huh?
One more hour.
1 hour? See if we
Yeah, we will shut that at 5.
I may shut down at 4:30 or 4.
Huh?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Larry's like, we're done. I'll shut down when the battery's done.
Okay. It'll be 8 p.m. tonight. 8 o'clock tonight.
What?
Batteries.
Batteries? No. Batteries will be dead long before that because my batteries will die, and that's one of the batteries that we're counting.
If I could plug myself in and charge myself up.
Yeah.
Actually, Martha brought me a Dr. Pepper from Whataburger, and I don't drink sugar. I drink the diet sugar-free.
Okay.
I said, I'm not going to drink that, honey. But I drank it. It really
I
gave me
never thought about getting
a little
diet.
caffeine to it. I
Okay.
need it. This turned out to be really, this day makes it all worth it. Just a good day.
We got night free water.
Minutes till mark.
Are you going to be able to do any videos tonight? Or
Yeah, I'm going to just bring my phone on a tripod and just get,
yeah.
I'm going to get it at the table.
Gary got voluntold. He's going to be my master of ceremonies.
Who is?
Gary Boyle.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. He was
That'll be good.
voluntold.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get that. It'll work good. I'll sit in the front table and just sit there with Martha and get it. I won't zoom around or play with it. I'll just.
And we're going to lecture it up there.
All right.
At the start.
So that was 2 minutes to the start. A bit. I think you heard that one. Let me get everything on track here, and I'll get everything lined up, and then I'll go get the beginning of that start. So this should be race 15A. No, I'm a liar. Dang dirty liar. So that should be 15B. The B fleet.
Minute till mark.
1 minute to the mark. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here on these, the start line, and then I'll try to get you a play-by-play as they get ready to start. It's just that box right there. Let me head down. All right, should be closer to 50 seconds. UFD from her on that. Test 1, 2. There we go.
You could hear me okay while I was talking down there, right? Like out of that thing.
I wasn't.
You weren't listening. Okay, no worries. All right.
Let me zoom out a little bit here. Now back to the broadcast studio. Head over here. Pick up those boats. A little bit better spread there. Not as many boats heading into the seawall. See the fleet as it's heading upwind and the Great Migration. Everybody looking up their boats. And see them heading upwind there. Switch back to a better angle there. Got a little bit of haze on my lens. Need to go up there and clean that sucker
Course
off.
looks good. I just think the start line, it may be skewed closer to the wall. What does it look like from the top of the course?
Nice. A lot of boats come
angle-wise?
on
Yeah, I
starboard.
wonder if between the two heats we just physically move the start line slightly further.
I'm going to go ahead and turn them off. A lot of boats, beautiful starboard parade coming in. Couple port tackers are having trouble finding holes there. Lots of big ducks, a little bit of carnage. That was a big starboard parade, though. Little bit of carnage. There's a couple boats had to do some penalty turns and take some big fat ducks. But the rest of the fleet's heading downwind. Oh, a little bit. Maybe hit the mark there. He may be on the mark there. Switch over to the other camera here. Widen ourselves out. There's your leaders. They're heading downwind to the gates. Go ahead and track that guy there. That pair as they're heading downwind. See what gates they end up choosing. Uh-oh. My phone just died. Huh. Yep. Guessing. Yep. It'll be a little harder to control that other camera without my phone. Now I'll plug the phone in and charge it, I guess. I can charge it off the laptop. Ugh. Hard to control your AI-based camera without your freaking AI. Oh boy, race committee's talking about pushing these races all the way to 5. I'm tired. Yeah, I dropped all the way down to 5% on my battery, and I guess it decided to turn the monitor off. Okay, so we're back. I mean, you were never gone, but I'm back now, and I can track things again. I got some boats heading in to the wall. Kind of get a view of those guys as they kind of not literally bounce against the wall, but bounce off the wall and head back out. Good spread here. A lot more boats are heading out away and not coming into the wall. So they're choosing course right. But your leaders, for the most part, all took course left. Your leaders again, 112, 03, 85 is up here, 188 is up here. All right, so this is the second upwind over here. Those are your leaders heading upwind. as we get everybody kind of starting to migrate in front of us here. These races have been 2.5 laps long, so this is the third of 5 legs. Nice view of these boats. They're heading upwind there. Nice view. And we'll zoom in on that top mark. See if we have any sort of excitement there at that top mark again. Should be a little bit more spread out now. Shouldn't quite be as much excitement. We hope. Still decent starboard parade coming in. Not so many port tackers trying to take that back. There we go. A little bit of carnage. 87 maybe. Maybe that's 97. And 117. Oh, a little bit more there. Let's go check back in with the leaders. Why do that? Let's watch the carnage. Be a lot of fiberglass trading if those were big boats. Luckily, for the most part, those things bounce off each other, and only thing hurt are feelings. All right, done with most of that. Check back in with the leaders. They're heading down to the bottom marks. We've got a decent spread over this fleet now. They are all over this course. Check in at those gates, see what people are picking, see which way the leaders go. So this is something, if you're watching this later at home, watch where these leaders are going, which gate they're picking. And then ask yourself why. What are they seeing? Is that gate favored? Are they looking for more breeze inside? You can kind of see the whole race course from where we're standing, so you can see where the puffs are. You can see where the lifts are coming down. So why are they choosing those gates? Looks like most boats have chosen to go the course left gate and then tack almost immediately around that and head back out. They're not, on this leg, they're not tending to go into the seawall as much. So it looks like a favorable lift causing them to want to go out further, and it does seem like that as I'm watching it. It looks like they're spending a lot more time on starboard, on port heading out. So it does seem like there might be a little bit of a shift left. We'll return to the leaders here. I've got comments on YouTube, but I have too much glare on my screen to read them. So go to those here in just a minute. Again, I want to see the spread on this fleet. And this is the B fleet, but decent spread on this fleet. These wind shifts have done a number on these guys. Yeah, we're heading up to the finish, so I'm going to turn Ray back on here, and he'll be calling the finish for us at the top mark. And I'm going to take a look at some of these comments, see if there's anything I need to respond to. after he gives us those finishes. Go ahead and zoom in on the finish line here. Get them as they're finishing.
One, 1, 2, break, 4, 4, break. 0, 3, break, 4, 3, break. 8, 5, break. 1, 8, 8, break. 5, 4, break. 1, 7, 4, break. 1, 1, 3, break. 8, break. 9, 7, break. 1, 5, break. 1, 7, break. 6, 3, break. 0, 5, break. Nine, 2, last boat.
All right, so that should have been our finish for 15B. I'm going to go ahead and refresh and see if I can bring the scores up for race 14. See if those are scored yet. No, doesn't look like they're online yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have race 14 up quite yet. As I said, I think there was a decent number of protests. I think they've sorted that out, but I'm sure they've got to spend some time getting that updated. So I'll check back in with that in a little while. Nothing to throw up there. We'll just throw up pretty views of the water. And look, there's a sailboat. Over here. Let's just let you see our new bridge. Let me see if I can get this in view. I don't know if I have this thing set to go. There we go. Yeah. Let's get that sucker in there. Zoom out. That's the new bridge. Almost connected. I mean, it's only like 3 years late. But, you know, all good. At least it's getting done. See the cranes in the center? I love people, and they say, I'm not going to drive over that bridge. Dude, look at those cranes sitting on the edge there. Come on. Give me a break here. Yeah, Larry's here telling me he's gotten 3 years older since it started. I think you've gotten more than that, man. That thing started a long time ago. So that's our new bridge, and then in front of it is the old bridge. It's replacing, you know, there's that little guy there. Little guy. We thought it was nice size. Little guy there. The bottom of the new bridge is as high as the top of the old bridge. So, and then of course, got the Lexington hiding over here. USS Lexington, the Blue Ghost. now a museum sitting on North Beach. They filmed part of Pearl Harbor off that too, which is kind of cool. Some of our Corpus Christi natives were extras in it. Next to it is the Texas State Aquarium. If I can go the right way with my camera there. Texas State Aquarium. The IOM Continental Championships will be here in Corpus Christi in November. I think that's as far.
2 minutes till mark.
Set to go. There we go. All right, so we're going to be starting A fleet here in 2 minutes. Get my camera back to where it needs to be. There we go. Framing the two marks, kind of left and right.
1 minute 30 seconds till mark.
1 minute 30 seconds to the mark. All right. Yep. I'm going to head over there and catch the start here in case they don't tell us. We should be under U flag still, I believe.
1 minute till mark.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 4. So, of course, it resulted in a general recall, so she'll be switching that back to a U flag. Again, if you're not familiar with the U flag, if you are over the line within a minute of the start, you
2
are
minutes till
U
mark.
flag disqualified.
This will be a U flag start.
There you go. So U flag should keep the fleet under control. She's trying to get more races run, and the more general recalls she has, the less races she can run. So Shannon Bush pushing to try to keep the fleet honest and behind the line. One minute and 30 seconds. Again, this is a U flag. Anybody over the line after 1 minute or within the 1 minute is automatically U flag disqualified.
One minute to start.
8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. On that start. And Shannon had to pull out the U flag to get them to misbehave themselves, but got them a clean start as the boats are heading upwind, and I'm running back to the broadcast studio so I can track the boats upwind. All right, got everybody heading upwind. I got Oh, migration has passed me by. Is everybody heading upwind? It looks like decent spread. Gonna be probably some decent drama at the top mark. See how people are coming in. A lot of boats coming in on port to this top mark. Could be an interesting one as we see how many boats flop over to starboard here and how that ends up with all these boats coming in on port ley line. It's not as many now. Yellow boat's got to take a heck of a duck. Look at that duck going all the way in, trying to find himself a hole. He thinks he found himself a hole there. We'll see if it pans out. Oh, look at that guy. That green boat squeezed in there. Yellow boat did not pan out so well for him. And you got your leaders, of course, clear around, clean, and heading downwind. There's your leaders heading downwind. We'll track some of those suckers for us as we find them heading downwind here again.
Go ahead.
Can you tell me what the distance is from the gate to the weather mark?
Stand by.
I'm going to turn off those guys for a bit. They're going to chatter about the race course, and got racing to see here. We only care if it's about the wind. All right, so leaders are heading to the gates. See which ones the leaders end up favoring. And this is one of those things. It'd be nice to kind of study the tape, figure out why they're favoring. At this point, looks like the leaders are favoring course right gate, or at least the two leaders did. The other two, a couple more, look like they're heading off to the other gate. Yeah, most of the leaders looks like they've gone around course right gate and are heading upwind. They're not going too far out though. Coming back, looks like most of them are going to tack back. Got a few boats coming in towards the seawall. Good split though on the fleet. I said those boats were going to come back. It didn't Most of them are still heading out. So it looks like
Say 140, 138, something like that.
looks like. Sorry, I got a bunch of cars going by here distracting me. Yeah, so it looks like maybe a bit of a shift again that's kept them on port a little bit longer. Yeah, the leaders definitely extended on that as they rounded the course right gate and largely went right for a bit before finally coming back and crossing the race course. Your leader, leader 44. Let's see how. I'm gonna go ahead and pan over here and see how this pans out. Yeah, 44 crossed ahead of 76, so 44 still ahead. Wind's tempered just a little bit here. There's still some gusts out there, though. A bit of a minor left shift, I think. Alright. I'm going to go back to the other camera angle here as they get ready to round that top mark. There we go. I got 44 and 76 up there. 44 tacking a cover. I don't think 76 has got lay line there, though. No, they don't. Go 76 tacking around. Zoom out just a little bit to get a little bit more of the action here. Maybe not so much carnage. Looks like the orange boat kind of tacked and barely didn't quite make the mark. Hard to see that lay line from out down here. That's for sure. You really are having to guess. You don't want to overstand too much, but then you don't want to be like boat 12 there, just barely making around. Yeah, I got comments on the bar there, and I got so much sun glare behind me, I can't really read them. I see you guys are asking about where Tony and Bar. Bar's 64, correct? I don't have that score sheet up right now. I don't see him. 64. Bar is mid fleet, maybe upper mid though. Oh, sorry, got distracted looking for boats and forgot to switch the camera angle. There we go. 64 and 51. All right. Well, as I said, I found 64. He's mid-fleet. I'll see if I can hunt down 51. Those were our leaders, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta bring that tab back up. Again, this glare on my screen is not making that easy. Yeah, 64 and 51 were our leaders. Got a big boat coming behind the whole fleet here. Actually, I think that's our Sea Scouts boat. Looks like the Sea Scouts want to join the race. see if I can find. Well, they're heading up to the finish, so we'll definitely find out how they end up. Again, decent spread to that fleet. 44 is walking away on this one. All right, looks like 64's climbed up a few positions. I'd say 6th, maybe 7th, depending on how it just got a bit of a lee bow on a boat there, depending on how that affects him there. Go ahead and track over to them a little bit more. So 64 should be in that pack, the green boat somewhere in there. I'm trying to find you 51. Oh, it's actually 51 that he had the lee bow with. Nope, take that back. Yeah, that's 51. It's hard sometimes because as the numbers... Yep, I think my microphone died again. So, yeah, 64 and 51 are doing some match racing in the middle of the fleet there. Probably covering each other more than they're worried about the rest of the fleet. Nope. All right, so 44 just crossed.
1, 1, 2, break. 1, 2, break. 7, 6, break. 5, 1, break. 1, 7, 1, break. 9, 1, break. 6, 4, break. 5, 5, break. 105, break. 6, 7, break. 8, 8, break. 8, 1, break. 98, break. 0, 3, break. 4, 6, break. 7, 4, break. Four, 3, break. 1, 9, 7, break.
Thanks, guys. We're going to run one more set of races. So 2 more races, and then that'll complete race 16.
All right, so you were asking how far 51 was. That match racing there at the end between 51 and 64 did not pan out so well for 64. It looks like 51 got a couple spots in between them, so it was 3 or 4 spots in between 51 and 64. We heard Shannon, PRO, they're going to try for another set of races before the 5 cutoff. I don't... yeah, okay. All right. We'll see how that one works. It'll be very, very tight. They're going to need people to actually behave. Yeah, any recalls might really push that one back. But we'll... so we're going to set up... See, we were waiting on the scores for 14. That was just 15. So this will be race 16. Let's see if we got any scores put up for race 14. No, don't have any scores yet up on race 14. Let me refresh that again. Make sure. Yep, for some reason, no race 14 results yet. What's going on with that? I have to go down there and have a chat with some people. So we've only got race 13 up. I'm sure Brian will correct me. I'm going to switch out. My cordless microphone died, so I'm going to switch out the batteries on that real quick. That way I can get over to the start area and call the start. You can take that one. I'll take this one. Okay. That way I've got one. Okay. Easy enough for me to fit the one in there. Test 1, 2. There we go. All right. Cordless back online. All right. So I think, Brian, you were asking about the setup I've got that I'm using here. Some of this is very new equipment, and if you kind of saw as you were coming into the live stream, we had some test runs that we were running on Thursday and Friday, so we were kind of testing out the equipment. But what I'm using is a OBSBot Talent as the kind of switcher combiner. Basically all-in-one, switcher for video and audio. So it takes all my inputs from different cameras. The cameras, literally, I'm just using a Logitech video conferencing camera that's got a 20x zoom mounted on the top of my truck, and then the OBSBot OBSBot Tail Air is my wireless camera that's down closer to the start. Before the next big race, I'm going to get another one of those. That way I have two tail airs covering the whole race course, along with a 20x zoom camera covering the rest. And I got a PA system just with a couple of audio mics. Right now I'm just the only one using the mics, but I have a mic covering the VHF radio that we're getting the information from our race committee, and a couple just battery packs powering the whole darn thing. Of course, laptop, and there's a lot more I can do with this OBSBot. We're going to be working on getting the drone feed into that. We don't have it in yet, but we can take that feed in. So that'll be fun. Somebody smacked my camera again. So let me go reposition that camera. These guys aren't super careful as they're getting their boats out. They just smack my cameras around. No worries. Cameras aren't expensive. Hear this one. Try to get there, and every time they smack the cameras, I have to redo the presets. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Should have been your start. There we go. And of course, I wasn't on the right camera. There we go. There's your start. I mean, you were squinting, it was in the corner. So this should be the start of race 16. This is the B fleet. Oh. There we go. Everybody's heading upwind. And this should be race 16B. Brian, yeah, can I plug my production camera and drone into your video mixer? Yes. Everything's going through the same video mixer. Video switcher, whatever you want to call that guy. All the cameras, everything. If you look up that ObSpot talent, you'll see it's got all the inputs on the sides of it. And you can use a mix of their cameras and other cameras going into that studio. Zoom in on the top mark here. Let's see what we got as far as excitement coming in. Looks like a good mix of port and starboard tackers. It's like quite a few boats on coming in on port, but not as much traffic. Let's see how that pans out for them. Alright, the leader's starting to head down the course. I'll zoom out and kind of follow them down a little bit. Overshot the fleet there a little bit. Okay, so race 14 and 15 are now posted if you guys want to go look at them. So you gotta watch it sometimes. The AI decides, I try to get it to track a specific boat, and the AI decides to pick up something else and go off into Never Never Land on me. Especially as these boats kind of get further and farther away from it, its sensors like, oh look, that looks like a boat. No man, that's not a boat. The good news is, we got a few years before AI takes over. It's a few years before Skynet kills us all. We're okay. So decent split around the bottom marks. I'd say a third of the fleet went to leftmost mark, and 2/3 probably went to the right mark. Heading them back upwind. Got a little zoomed out there. Can zoom back in. Pick out the leaders there. pick up and track this white boat here as they're heading across. Did my... No, it didn't. Okay. I thought Mike died yet again. Yep, and you're welcome, Susie. Kind of fun. Again, this is more of a test because we got the Intercontinental Championship coming up in November. So we're sorting out some of the quirks in the equipment. We'll have some more things coming for that live stream. We'll get it linked in to our drones, and we should be able to get a lot better coverage for all that. So we've got our leaders. So I got the whole group. You can kind of see them walking in front of me here. I can't quite see who's out there. But lead boat looks like 15 and 46. 197 might come across and be just ahead of 46. Yeah, it looks like 197 is going to be just a bit ahead of 46. Yep, tacking on the ley line there. Go ahead and zoom in as these guys head around the top mark. So 15 is ahead, coming around that top mark. Brian, appreciate that. Appreciate the offer to help out. I might have to take you up on that, especially as we're trying to kind of improve the production quality. We'll add in some more feeds. We'll have a lot more toys, I think, at that point. The hope is to put a camera on our RC boat for those sort of angles. Get the drone out there. A couple other things. I'm gonna zoom. Pick up got a decent separation by our lead boat. You see him way there he is, crossing through. A couple other guys following behind there. Decent fleet chasing him down, but he's got beautiful clean air up there. Catch them as they're heading down to that lure marks. This will be the last race of the day. Sun's getting a little low in the sky, and the beer tent is calling. Be interesting. All right. Larry's telling me we have a 5 p.m. cutoff, and it is currently 4:52. So they're going to have to probably get confirmation that they can run that last race from the competitors. But I'm certain that Shannon will take care of that. So B Fleet's heading upwind. This will be their finish. Turn on the microphone here so we can hear Ray finish them off. Gonna need to get these guys finished and get that next fleet started real quick like. Right. That is not your leader I'm viewing. That's just the next set. That's 197. And there's your leader just left there of 197. I think 197's in second. He's going to be crossing this group here, clear ahead. And there's one outlying boat out there coming in. Could still present a problem for him. May still be ahead of him. Let's see.
Finish.
Go to the other camera here. Gonna see as this pans out. Now 15's gonna be 15's gonna win. Yeah. So I was thinking 46 was gonna be a problem for
Boat 1-5. Break.
46 did get him.
4-6. Break. 197. Break. 7-4. Break. 6-3. Break. 7-8. Break. 8-5. Break.
Looks like a little
4-3. Break.
They finished 78, so he crossed the line. It'll be that protest is
5-4. Break.
after the
9-7.
finish.
Break.
He's still having trouble getting around.
1-8-8. Break. 6-3. Break. 1-7. Break. One 3. Break. 1-7-4. Break. 9-2. Break.
All right, last boat finishing here. They're going to need to get this one finished up and rushed, get the next race started. I mean,
Last boat.
there we go.
Thanks, guys. We're going to have one more start, the last heat of the day. Thank you.
Yeah, so going to try to get that last race in. Bumping up against
Ray, Shannon, you called 63 twice, 63 twice.
Let us review.
Thank you.
It's only 4 o'clock in Las Vegas, so they got time.
Yeah. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's almost 5 o'clock here.
My guess is going to be the first call was right. A lot of them cross and then install him back up.
Copy. We'll score him in the first place.
All right. And switch this back over to start. Try to get this start. Try not to mess it up for you at home this time. Hopefully nobody smacks my camera as they're getting boats in and out of the water. Let's zoom over to the other guy. I do have, let me throw these scores up for you. I have race 14 and 15 up. I think most people at home have sorted out the scores without me. But there it is. So Tony did overtake Barr. Looks like some of that match racing there in race 15 definitely got the better for Barr. It's okay. It's only 1 point behind. It's anybody's game here. Then we've got pretty... The scoring for third is not, I wouldn't say definitely locked in, but, you know, he's definitely breaking away from that pack of 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then, of course, 7th actually, nobody's paying attention to him, and he's cranking up through the ranks too. So he could be in contender. I mean, you could see, if nobody paying attention to him, you could see him flip-flop up to 4th. It wouldn't take that much to see that happen, especially if you're factoring in more throwouts. Looks like they have 2 throwouts scored right now, but it is escaping me at what point we get to 3 throwouts. That will be in the NOR, but at what point the racing rules of sailing give us 3 throwouts. So, yep, Tony overtook Barr. So this race will be important for those two. We will have racing tomorrow. It's going to be cold and windy as crap, but it'll happen. I'm not going to enjoy it. Again, you're welcome to send hot chocolate or Starbucks. There's a really nice bakery downtown. If you want to have them deliver that to me on the People Street T-head. Me and Larry, this is Josh and Larry, are down here broadcasting. We will take your donations of hot chocolates to keep us warm. All right, so that was 2 minutes to the start. I'm going to head down to the start box. Let me get the start up, as I seem to have forgotten to do that last time. There we go. Head down to the start area so I can hear the start. I did not hear Shannon say they were under U flag, but they might be, because it's off. 1 minute, 15 seconds to the start.
To start.
See if I'm not sure they're going to be able to get the race running. 30 seconds. And they are already crowding the line. $15, 10, 9, 8. Very disappointed, Shannon, with a general call. Honestly, gotta be honest, I'm surprised. Surprised she let that one go with a general recall. Was that not broadcasting, Larry? Oh, okay. When I was in...
It'll be a U flag start.
All right, so that was a general recall. If you didn't hear that, it was started under P flag, but well, they didn't behave. I'm actually honestly surprised you started them under a P flag. I would have just sent them right to a U. I know Mark Foster would have definitely sent them straight to a U flag. Shannon is clearly more forgiving than us. And, well, yeah, definitely more forgiving than Mark.
2 minutes till mark.
But here we go, 2 minutes. I'll try not to get too far down there. Apparently it is not, my signal's not reaching as well. We got a lot of radio interference. I got a lot of wireless and stuff going on here, so my wireless mic may not be reaching as far as it normally does. Yep, okay. All right, so this should be a U flag start. If you're over the line, within 1 minute of the start, you are disqualified. So flag start. 1 minute, 15 seconds to the start. One minute. Five 0 seconds. Seconds. Anybody is over that line, they are disqualified. That's 20 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't hear. Yeah, so that's an all clear. Didn't hear anybody U flag disqualified. It's amazing what that U flag does. Keeps everybody honest. Lets you get races started. All right.
All clear start.
A little bit of traffic as boats come in, ping off of the seawall. Most of the fleet heading out. Be definitely hard for me to pick out any leaders at this point. We'll get that's heading up to the top mark. Move over to the other camera here. Zoom out just a little bit though. Let's see, get a better view of the parade coming in from the starboard side here. Got a couple brave port tackers coming in. Decent starboard boat parade. Let's see if we get some good ducks here. That orange boat's going for a duck. Looks like he found himself a nice little hole there. Yellow boat, not confident about that one. Looks like he's just pinching to make. Didn't quite make the mark there. Gonna take a loop around. There we go. Alright, there's your leaders heading back downwind. See if I can identify a few of them for you. A little bit harder as they we're going to try to keep a better eye on the leaders here, see how this pans out for everybody. This one is, it's not for all the money, but this one's for some money. All right, leader right now is number 12, followed by 4 other boats. I'm going to get you the numbers of them. 112. Crap. I got 44 on the far side. I got a green boat that I think... Yeah, can't catch it. Tag on it. And I didn't switch the camera over quick enough. There we go. That's what I was trying to show you. see as they're heading down to those leeward gates. See what everybody picks. I should be able to get you a better view as they're coming up this time. All right, first boat's around leeward gate. Leaders look to be taking the rightmost gate. So a couple boats are still heading out. One of them tacked in. I'm going to take a view here and try to pick up these lead boats. I can't. They're too far out for me to get AI to pick those suckers up properly. Try to zoom in a little bit. I might have to manually track myself here. There we go. Those are your lead boats at the moment. Honestly, my screen's too small. I can't even see. I'm hoping you guys are able to, yeah, Brian can see the screen better than I can. That'd be too much glare from the sun. And my screen's just a little small. Go ahead and switch over to the larger view as you see them heading upwind. See, a lot of the boats have gone further out, not hugging the seawall nearly as much here. So we got 12 and 64 in a bit of a match race up there at the top. 112.
You want to sneak in and pick up
44 and 51 kind of following.
No, we'll just catch them all up when we finish the race and
so
as we head home
64
over.
has got a couple spots in between him and 51 on this one so far.
These guys cover you up faster than you think.
So that is 12 and 64 up top.
Thanks for asking, though.
Whee! Nice cross there by 12. Zoom in on this. I kind of like the fleet view for now, but I'll zoom in now to that top rounding. There we go. So yeah, looks like the moment we got 12, 64. Looks like 82, 91, 44. Yeah, so 12, 64, 112, 91, 44. I've lost 51. No, he's back here. We're gonna try to lock on that orange boat if we can. There we go. Get to them as they're heading downwind. Kind of going by us here. And our race committee is setting up for the finish. So this should be the finish of race 16A. Give you a little more zoom on that. Kind of have it locked on that orange boat kind of in the middle there. Let's see where everybody goes. I think that's the maximized zoom there. I don't think I can go any further on that camera. Alright, so you should see them as they're heading around the gates. The leaders are getting there to the gates now. See which one they pick. Again, leader picks the course right gate and is heading up. Second place picked the course left gate. And it's fairly even split so far. We'll see how this pans out. Careful my AI doesn't grab that other sailboat, which it loves to do. Yep, it wants that other sailboat, so I'm going to click off here, and so it might bounce away. There we go. Those should be your leaders there. We did have a decent split, though, at the top, so as we'll find out how that pays off for these boats that took the inside track. Give you an update as they cross the camera view here. Clearly, well, God, that one boat's way out there. Now, clearly the white boat is still your leader. There's somebody way out on the outside, though, so that's 12. Black boat 64. Nope, sorry, that's 44. It's not too far behind. Looking for 64. I think he's the green boat, just coming in the bottom angle. Yeah, just bouncing off the seawall there. See how when he comes back, how that pans out for him. Tacking right behind 44. See if you can get a little lift off of him. Head over to more of a fleet view here. You see 12 is kind of sailing his own race right now, and the rest of the competition's in a fairly decent little battle there. So we got 12, 44, 64. The boats that are outside are it's not going to pay off as well for them, I don't think. They're going to come mixed back up with 46, so that's 112, 51, and 91 out there on the outside. Looks like they did get 46, though. So those boats on the outside there are not far behind 44. So depending on how 44 and
First to finish, 1-2.
I'll let Ray do the finish here. Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's actually going to be really, really tight between 51 and 64.
Break.
Nope, looks like 51 got him.
1-1-2, break. 5-1, break. 6-4, break. 9-1, break.
Course right
4-6,
really paid
break.
off on that upwind there.
7-4, break.
Yeah, course right really paid off.
8-8, break.
Some yelling there.
5-5, break. 105, break. 171, break. 197, break. 03, break. 15, break. 81, break. 98, break. 98, break.
All right, well, man, that was good. It's interesting. In 64, had a pretty decent lead at the bottom mark. I didn't see which gate they 51 took, but I did see
Blue hull, what?
halfway up.
There's one that came around. Is that 16 or 7-6 or?
So yeah, halfway up the course, it looked like there was a
Boat.
decent little shift,
Right,
and
never mind.
boats
Thank
on
you.
the
Thank you
outside
guys
were able
very
to take
much
advantage of
for
that.
a great day. Huge help on the water.
That's
Thank
the end
you.
for us. Broadcast over. I'm going to the beer tent. I'm gonna get a beer. Gonna be a cold day tomorrow. All right. If you want to keep the same link, that same link will be for the streaming tomorrow. It'd just be another stream added to the channel. So if you keep that same link, that'll bring you straight to the stream. There'll probably be the same thing, an AM and a PM link. Should be able to watch the action, watch me freeze. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. I think skipper's meeting's at 9:30 still, and action should start at 10. I can't promise I'll be streaming immediately at 10, but I'm going to do my best because it's cold. All right, see you guys tomorrow.